Hello, 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 and good evening. It is day 44 of reading the Bible in a year, and I am a couple of days behind. That's mainly because I was ill last week, and I this week I went to my parents' for the whole weekend, Friday night to Sunday morning, and I went to a party. It was my sister's birthday party. It was a big number. Yeah. It was a good party. Not so good with social situations for me, but I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed talking to the people. Yeah. Good time there. And my computer's being really slow, so the speech and the it's not syncing up properly. So I'm kind of gonna sway a little bit, because I don't like it when my computer's a bit slow. But I've got to read Numbers chapters 3, 4 and 5 for this reading. Oh, it's a long one. Oh no. Okay. Are you ready? The sons of Aaron. Now these are the records of Aaron and Moses when the Lord spoke with Moses on Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab the firstborn, Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the anointed priests, whom he consecrated to minister as priests. Nadab and Abihu died before the Lord when they offered profane fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai. Now they had no children, so Eleazar and Ithamar ministered as priests in the presence of Aaron and Aaron their father. The Levites serve in the tabernacle. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Bring the tribe of Levi near, and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may serve him. And they shall attend to his needs, and the needs of the whole congregation, before the tabernacle of meeting, to do the work of the tabernacle. Also they shall attend to all the furnishings of the tabernacle of meeting, and to the needs of the children of Israel, to do the work of the tabernacle. And you shall give the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They are given entirely to him, from among the children of Israel. So you shall appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall attend to their priesthood. But the outsider who comes near shall be put to death. Yeah. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Now, behold, I myself have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of every firstborn who opens the womb among the children of Israel. Therefore the Levites shall be mine. Because all the firstborn are mine, on the day that I struck all the firstborn of the land of Egypt, I sanctified to myself all the firstborn of Israel, both man and beast, that they shall be mine. I am the Lord. Census of the Levites commanded. Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Number the children of Levi by their fathers' houses. By their families you shall number every male from a month old and above. Wow! So Moses numbered them according to the word of the Lord. I'm not going to read out all the names, because there's a lot of them. I might mumble them. Levi, the Gershon, Kohath, and Merari, and the sons in the name of Gershon, names of the family, Libni and Shimei, Kohath, family, Imram, Ezar, Hebron, Uziel, sons of Merari, family Mahali, Mushi, These are the families of Levites by their fathers' houses. From Gershon came the family of Libnites, the family of Shimeites. These are the families of the Gershonites. Those who were numbered according to the number of all the males from the month old and above, of those who were numbered, were 7,500. The families of Gershonites were to camp behind the tabernacle westward. From the leader of the father's house of the Gershonites was Eliasaph, the son of Lael. Duties of children of Gershon in the tabernacle meeting included the tabernacle, the tent, with its covering, the screen of the door, and the tabernacle meeting, the screen of the door of the court, the hangings of the court, which are all around the tabernacle, and the altar, and their cords according to all the work were relating to them. From Kohath there were family of Amorites, Amramites, the family of Izahites, family of Hebronites, family of Uzalites. These were the families of Kohathites. According to the number of the males from a month old, there were 8,600 keeping charge of the sanctuary. Children of Kohath were to camp on the south side of the tabernacle. Leader of the father's house of families Kohathites was Eliasaphan, the son of Uzziel. Their duty included the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the utensils of the sanctuary, which they ministered, the screen, and all the work relating to them. And Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest was to be chief over the leaders of the Levites, with oversight of those who kept charge of the sanctuary. From Merari came the family of Mahalites and the family of Mushites. These were the families of Merari. And those were the numbers, according to the numbers of the males from a month old, were 6,200. Leader of the father's house from the Merari was Zuriel, the son of Abihail. These were to camp on the north side of the tabernacle, and the appointed duty of them included the boards of the tabernacle, its bars, its pillars, its sockets, its utensils, and all the work relating to them, and the pillars of the court all around, with their sockets and their pegs and their cords. Moreover, those who were to camp before the tabernacle on the east, before the tabernacle of meeting, were Moses, Aaron, and his sons, keeping charge of the sanctuary to meet the needs of the children of Israel, but the outsider who came near was put to death. All who were numbered in the Levites, of whom Moses and Aaron numbered the commandment of the Lord by their families, from a month old, were about 22,000. Levites dedicated instead of the firstborn. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Number all the firstborn males of the children of Israel from a month old and above, and take number of their names. You shall take the Levites for me. I am the Lord, instead of the firstborn among the children of Israel, livestock and the livestock of the Levites, instead of all the firstborn among the livestock of the children of Israel." So Moses numbered all the firstborn, according to the Lord had commanded him. There were 22,273. Is that just in the Levites? Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, from the livestock of the Levites instead of the livestock. The Levites shall be mine. I am the Lord." He said that 3 times already. And for the redemption of the 273 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, who are more than the number of Levites, you shall take 5 shekels for each of one individually. You shall take them in the currency of the shekel of the sanctuary, the shekel with 20 gerahs, and you shall give the money with which to the excess number of them is redeemed to Aaron and his sons. So Moses took the redemption money from those who were over and above those who were redeemed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the children of Israel, he took the money 1,365 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. And Moses gave the redemption money to Aaron and his sons according to Duties of the sons of Kohath. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, take a census of the sons of Kohath, which they've already done, from 35 years old and above, even to 50 years old. Oh, all who enter the service to do the work of the tabernacle of meeting. This is the service of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of meeting. When the camp prepares to journey, Aaron and his sons shall come, and they shall take down the covering veil, cover the ark of the testimony with it. Then they shall put on it a covering of badger skins. Badger skins? There were badgers in Israel. Huh. And spread over that the cloth entirely of blue. Then they shall insert its poles. On the table of the showbread they shall spread a blue cloth, and put the dishes in the pans and the bowls and the pitchers for pouring on the showbread, and the showbread shall be on it. They shall spread over them a scarlet cloth, and cover the same with a covering of badger skins. There must be a lot of badgers there. Then they shall take the blue cloth and cover the lampstand of the light with its lamps, its wick trimmers, its trays, its oil vessels, which they service them. Then they shall put it with all its utensils in a covering badger skins, and put it on a carry beam. Over the golden altar they shall spread a blue cloth and cover it with covering of badger skins, and they shall insert its poles. Then they shall take all the utensils of service with which they minister in the sanctuary, put them in a blue cloth and cover them with badger skins, and put them on a covering beam as well. Also they shall take away the ashes from the altar and spread the purple cloth over it. What, they take the ashes with them? Ugh. They shall put it on all its implements which they minister there, their firepans, their forks, the shovels, the basins, the utensils of the altar, and they shall spread on it a covering of badger skins and insert its poles. And when Aaron and his sons have finished covering the sanctuary and all the furnishings of the sanctuary, when the camp is set to go, the sons of Kohath shall come to carry them, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These are the things of the tabernacle of meeting which the sons of Kohath are to carry. The appointed duty of Eleazar the son of Aaron, the priest, is the oil of the light, the sweet incense, the daily grain offering, the anointing oil, the oversight of the tabernacle of all that is in it, the sanctuary with all its furnishings. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, do not cut off the tribe of the families of Kohathites from among the Levites, but do this in regard to them, that they may live and not die when they approach the most holy things. Aaron and his sons shall go in and appoint each of them to his service and his task, but they shall not go in and to watch while the holy things are being covered, lest they die. It's loads of duties of different families. And my computer is still slow. Duties of the sons of Gershon. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, also take a census of the sons of Gershon from the father's house, from 35 years old and above to 50 years old. You shall number them, all who are to perform the service, to do the work of the tabernacle of meeting. Why take the census of the month old to above in the first place? That doesn't make sense. Anyway. This is the service of the families of Gershonites in the serving and carrying. They shall carry the curtains of the tabernacle and the tabernacle of meeting with its covering, and the covering of badger skins that is on it. The screen of the door of the tabernacle of meeting, the screen of the door of the gate of the court, the hangings of the court which are all around the tabernacle and the altar, and all their cords, and all the furnishings for their service. And all that is made for these things, so they shall serve. Aaron and his sons shall assign all the service of the sons of Gershon, all their tasks and service it. You shall appoint them to all their tasks and their duty, that is the service, the families of the sons of Gershon and tabernacle of meeting. Their duties shall be under the authority of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. Duties of the sons of Merari. As for the sons of Merari, you shall number them by the families from 35 years old to 50 years old. You shall number them, everyone who enters the service to do the work of the tabernacle meeting. And this is what they must carry as all their service for the tabernacle meeting: the boards of the tabernacle, its bars, its pillars, its sockets, and the pillars all around the court, and its sockets and pegs and cords, and all the furnishings and all the service. And you shall assign to each man by name the items he must carry. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, as all the service of the tabernacle of meeting, under the authority of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. Ithamar has got a lot of responsibility. Census of the Levites. And Moses and Aaron and all the leaders of congregation numbered the sons of Kohathites and the families of their father's house, from 30 years old and above. I thought they said from 35. Unless my dyslexia added that. Yeah, from 30 years old, not 35. Ha ha ha. Even to 50 years old, even everyone who entered the service for work in the tabernacle of meeting, and those who were numbered by their families were 2,750. Not many there. These were the ones who were numbered of the families of Kohathites, all who might serve the tabernacle of meeting. From Gershon there was 2,630. From the families of Merari, there were 3,200. All who were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel numbered, by their families and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above to 50 years old. Everyone who came to those who were numbered were 8,580. According to the commandment of the Lord, they were numbered by the hand of Moses, each according to his service, and according to his task they were numbered by him, as the Lord commanded Moses. Ceremonially unclean persons isolated. Chapter 5. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they put out the camp of every leper, everyone who is discharged, and everyone who becomes defiled by a corpse. You shall put out both male and female. You shall put out them outside the camp, that they may not defile the camps in the midst of which I dwell. Discharge could be anything. And they've lumped women on their periods with the lepers. That's disgraceful. Confession and restitution. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, when a man or woman commits any sin that men commit in the unfaithfulness against the Lord, that person is guilty. Then he shall confess the sin which he has committed. He shall make restitution for his trespass in full, plus 1/5 of it, and give it to the one he has wronged. But if the man has no relative to whom restitution may be made for the wrong, the restitution for the wrong must go to the Lord, for the priest, and in addition to the ram of the atonement, which atonement is made for him. Every offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel, which they bring to the priest, shall be his. And every man's holy things shall be his. Whatever any man gives to the priest shall be his. Sounds like the priests are going to be rich. Concerning unfaithful wives, what about unfaithful husbands as well? And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, If any man's wife goes astray and behaves unfaithfully toward him, and a man lies with her carnally, it is hidden from the eyes of the husband, and it is concealed that she has defiled herself, and there is no witness against her, nor was she caught, if the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife, who has defiled herself, if the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous, how many ways do you have to say that he gets jealous? Then the man shall bring his wife to the priest. He shall bring the offering required for her 1/10 of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil on it, and put no frankincense on it, because it is a grain offering of jealousy, an offering for bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near, and set her before the Lord. The priest shall take holy water in an earthly vessel, and take some of the dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle, and put it in the water. The priest shall stand the woman before the Lord, and cover the woman's head, and put the offering for remembering in her hands, which is the grain offering of jealousy. And the priest shall have his hand in his hand the bit of water that brings a curse. And the priest shall put her under oath, and say to the woman, if no man has lain with you, and you have not gone astray to uncleanliness, while under your husband's authority, be free from this bitter water that brings a curse. And if you have gone astray while under your husband's authority, and if you have defiled yourself, and some other man other than your husband has lain with you, then the priest shall put the woman under the oath of the Lord make you a curse and an oath among your people, when the Lord makes your thigh rot and your belly swell. And may this water that causes the curse go into your stomach, and make your belly swell and your thigh rot. What? And the woman shall say, Amen, so be it. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall scrape them off into the bitter water. And he shall make the woman drink the bitter water that brings the curse, and the water that brings the curse shall enter her to become bitter. Then the priest shall take the grain offering of jealousy from the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before the Lord. Wave offering. And bring it to the altar. Then the priest shall take a handful of the offering, as it is memorial portion, and burn it on the altar, and afterward make the woman drink the water. And when he has made her drink the water, then it shall be, if she has defiled herself and behaved unfaithfully toward her husband, that the water that brings a curse will enter her and become bitter, and her belly will swell, her thigh will rot, and the woman will become a curse among her people. And if the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, then she shall be free and may conceive children. That this is the law of jealousy, when a wife while under has gone astray, defiles herself, or when the spirit of jealousy comes upon a man, and he becomes jealous of his wife, then he shall stand the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall execute all this law upon her. The man shall be free from. But what about seriously? What about if a husband is unfaithful to his wife? Yeah. Anyway, that is the end of the first reading for day 44 of Reading the Bible in a Year. And it was a long reading. Yes, I've still got a cough, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was last time. Anyway, I will say see you in the next reading.